Let me tell you something. Somebody better go check. Listen. You see, even in physics, Boogie Night shows that another person who calls me Josh. What is it? Chadaz, Josh Chadaz, Tyrone Dixon, or Joe Matt, Joe Grandmaster Chan, but I don't want to. I already told you the situation that was going on, and I hope somebody in speaking about situations in Don Che, and John Cheadle's family in the real anatomy. I hope that he don't have individuals walking around trying to absorb my energy at a time. Then I'm gonna tell individuals, go check the Triple Crown Empress Lovely, because when she was already probably in the palace fucking around and doing stupid things, embracing people, she probably caused some type of fucked up type of trauma to somebody inside her court, in her palace, and then next thing you know, it's causing confusion in the paradigm of time. Let me tell you something, how real this is. Another person is trying to downgrade me, and then they want me to be a part of existence at a time, because they keep wanting to try to call me a certain type of way at a time. And then on top of it, listen, I'm brushing my teeth at a time with this hand soap right here, right? It's called the white pearl, right? The white pearl hand soap. Now, me brushing my teeth with it is already causing blood of my mouth. Now, you remember, the lowest form of DNA I make is celestial. We're on a celestial earth. This whole planet is a celestial planet. The people inside the planet are cellular activity. If you have terrestrial or celestial beings that enter a celestial planet, they're not, listen, another person of be say they're on a mega level a certain type of way. No, they're small beings at a time on a celestial planet. The planet is actually bigger than them because the planet is maintaining their humane condition of their own habitation, of the atmosphere, even the forces of their acknowledgement within the planet. This is why you need an oxygen tree as a, see? What is it? You see right here? A fingerprint. You see an oxygen tree as a fingerprint for an individual, for acknowledgement, and for they can know the precise oxygen it gives a humane condition for your survival depending on your social economics, because the natural points of enlightenment of the empress of this planet identify, the oxygen trees identify the natural habitation and atmosphere of other or social economic planets. So in identifying the atmosphere of the other social economic planets, it provides the precise oxygen that you need for your humane condition to be able to revive and breathe, to even be in a rejuvenation of the physical reality. Now, I'm going to just show you how real this is for one's survival when it comes to one's humane condition, for one to know one's level of self-structure of the physical reality for one's senses. Now, let me show you how real this is. Now, if you have me brushing my teeth, now, remember, the lowest form of DNA I make is celestial. I make planets, literally. My DNA forms not the celestial beings only, like a celestial being that has cellular activity or a celestial being that has cellular activity. I can form a celestial being with celestial activity only if I wanted to, and I don't, because the only activity of celestialness is going to be within me, and for individuals can identify my wife. So, no, even if I spit, now the light force energy already knows, even if I spit in a sink, I don't care how much a person tries to drink, they're not getting no celestial attack. The only celestial activity is within RAlPH Jr. Literally. Their activity of their humane condition is going to be cellular activity. Now, I'm going to show you how real this is, right? Now, me brushing my teeth with the white pearl soap I'm spitting in the sink at a time, right? Now, I also have, now, me using this and using to clean my mouth, because, you know, sometimes they say, if you don't have nothing nice to say about certain people at a time, please rinse your mouth with soap. Clean your mouth with soap, because if you don't have certain things a certain type of way about certain people and they do certain things, one has to make sure one is cleansing a certain type of way, because, you know, I have my reasons for the situation. Another person tries it, we're going to know either way, and then on top of it, the soap will want to know to really fucking murder them and kill them. It ain't going to do it to me, because the fact is, I'm the reason of this soap. So now, let me show you how real this is. Now, I'm speaking about me, Ralph, in jail. Now, if you have an individual that comes in this planet, you have individuals where they're following their pharisaical regimen. You know, because I call it pharisaical because they're Pharisees. They're following a pharisaical regimen, and then they want to dump their DNA blood inside the water like they're murdering people. Now, I'm the real Abbott White. I have a real legacy and lineage of purity. I've seen a film before on the Asian channel on stage where they actually popped this film inside of a projector, and they played a certain martial arts film of individuals working for the DEA, and also individual tried to kill one of the tried to kill the DEA agent on a boat and stuff, right? Then when they played the film, two of my sons came here to this planet. When they popped open the film and put it in the projection for people who was able to watch the movie on the cable, the individuals took away my son with the white hair. He had long white hair. He had a white eyebrows, and then they took him one place. They took the other one and they separated them. I don't know why they did something like that, because another person was just wanting information, and they were holding one for ransom and the other one another type of way, and they were pleasing one because one was doing a form of a certain type of science, and then they wanted them to get into demonic science, the one with the brown hair. And then the other one with the white hair, they took away because he was too enlightened, and if he would have seen me, it would have been instant that he would have realized what was going on, so he didn't want to get caught up in the situations, and they separated him on the street. And they were wearing, at the time, they were checking the levels of the system, and they were wearing hot garments. You know, not garments like the way we wear, like old Asian garments, like old martial, like old Asian gi garments of imperial and imperial and how can I say this? Majesty garments, to show you that they were emperor garments. And I don't say they were forms that had to let you know they were majesty garments, but they were emperor garments to show you they were poor. They were like real kings that was from the emperor. So, and they came here to check on me, but I was living in Brooklyn at 4023 at the time, and it was on an Asian channel, on a cable channel. It was 1148, channel 1148. This was playing on Optimum Cable. Now, this was during the time of before the summertime, around the beginning of 2018. You know, towards the mid, like February, around the beginning of 2018. Now, when this happened, right, I was watching the cable, and then they took away the Optimum Cable because the people in the house didn't want me to acknowledge, because they were going after my economic system. They were doing stupidity stuff, right? So when I was looking and watching the cable, and I'm looking at my sons at the time, and I'm like, yo, listen, man, why the fuck was people doing stupid things like that? But anyway, listen to this. When I brush my teeth, now this is real science, when I brush my teeth, you see this is white pearl soap. So you're going to have certain people of their acknowledgement in physics when it comes to their higher mythology and physics. They're going to be following a pharisaical regimen, and they're going to want the DNA to drop in the water. Now, because I'm using Ocean Breeze, white pearl soap, you're going to have people trying to dump people's bodies in the water, like dead people. People that's alive, and they're going to probably try to put their body and kill them and put them in the water because their energy at the time is saying, this is what happened, and you're here for this. This is what you do. Because some energies are following a precise pharmaceutical or Pharisee regimen, but they should be able not to do something like that, but they do Pharisee regimen because they need to know what the situation is, why the energy is calling them there, and they're trying to fulfill something because you have people that's making oaths, trying to get some form of energy and power and trying to honor the reason of the oath of the empress. It's just like a form of individuals, like even Templar Knights, a certain Templar Knights, because not everybody became a Templar Knight knew about the higher mythology. Certain Templar Knights knew what I'm speaking about, and I'm the real Sir Lancelot. So, now, when you have these type of people doing things like this, those are because I made the earth. When you check the light to see why you're dumping bodies, why you're dumping bodies in the ocean, you're gonna come find out it's literally because of me. I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm being hurt in other martial art bouts, and my wife another time, and then my wife is recovering because her refinement of her, I gave all the empresses their atmosphere. So for them to refine, they gotta come on me, and it shows me if something happens to them in my physical reality. So because I'm the real man that made all space, or all levels, that reason of your planet or the stars could even be a point of regardment for the higher intellect of the physical beings, for the manifestation even of my empress and of your humane condition to be able to be regarded and to survive while you're on a planet. Now, when I spit in the water, it's literally, it's like a person's following their regimen, because the fact is, certain things are happening to me a certain type of way. So you have individuals following the empress regimen of people that got hurt a certain type of way. When I'm cleaning my mouth and say my gums are, say they bleed at the time, because I don't have no weak gums, I don't have nothing called gingivitis, it's because individuals are doing so much martial arts and getting at each other sometimes that you have individuals getting shot during the day. That's the purity and purity getting shot, and empresses protecting them, getting shot, throwing up blood, people poison, all in a paradigm of time. And I gave the empress the atmosphere because I'm the real Ra, the real Orion, the original Osiris. I gave the empress her atmosphere. So individuals are literally seeing the level of physics. Physics is a graph, and also could be a periodical graph of the physical reality, or metaphysical, meaning beyond the higher consciousness, dealing with spirituality or mythology, manifestation of celestial high organisms, oxygen, light, optical, guide of point of one's physical reality. Now, I broke down your vocabulary for you in a point if individuals is not educated. You have to be educated to know certain things. So if you have this happening a certain type of way, it's because of what's going on in the physical reality. And then when you follow to ask the light to guide you what's causing the situation, now, I'm going to show you. If I gave the empress her atmosphere, you go ask the empress, who gave you your atmosphere? Who made the atmosphere for your existence, the reason why you have it? And I'm guaranteeing you, anybody that asks this question is going to lead back. Guaranteed. Only the people that can really do this is the people of the real honesty. And I'm going to tell the individuals of real honesty, be careful of what you do for who you do it for. Because another person is just looking for a table. If it was like a round table like the Temple of Knights, they're looking for a table of honesty because they want to already manipulate the physics or the physical reality because they want some type of acknowledgement. And if I'm the real original emperor and the man that made all space, literally, the Majesty himself, the reason why they call him Majesty, you understand? The Magi of the East. Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Now, I'm not going to say this too much. Listen to what I'm telling you. Now, me dealing with my own habitation, because me being also Grand Sovereign Abbot, even of the martial art temples, even of Shaolin. Now, I'm going to show you how real this is. Now, individuals are going to be following a certain regimen to find certain individuals. So they're going to be going after individuals that they know that's not me at the time. So they're going to be wanting to fulfill, if they pay, it's like if somebody paid to sell their soul and they paid for gas and made a deal, they're going to be wanting the gas to make the car fluctuate to find their situation, and then they're going to want the physical nourishment. Then be careful, because those people that's doing that are cannibals in the physical reality, and they don't know the difference from the physical reality. And depending on their mentality for the power of the reason of their demoralization of the physical reality. Now, this will cause a galactic war and cause star beef. Now, stars would actually be, how can I say this, of certain zodiac calendars would be literally beefing with each other, and it is causing friction within the main astrological empress of all space that'll be literally trying to cause a biohazard chemistry of debris within her physical reality. Now, when this happens, it's because other individuals are doing negligent things and claiming something that they're not, and also giving people, they're not supposed to be giving people what they want, some type of. And if you're listening to my cryptic text or the way of my speech pattern, I'm telling you to prevent them from handing out certain things to individuals. It's to prevent them. It's to how can I say this? It's to cease giving out the individuals a certain type of thing when it comes to the physical reality, because the fact is, they're not people that's supposed to have something. They're already going to be demoralizing their stars. And if that happens, that's because there's a literal hierarchy where the zodiacs want to be higher than the individuals of the high humanity and high entity of the of constellations and astrological beings of stars, of star clusters. I would say the star clusters of the constellations of astrological beings of the high that doesn't take animal forms of shape. So you'll have the literal consciousness demoralizing because they want to be able to be the hierarchy of a point of existence. And I do not refine zodiac science of certain individuals. Me, I'm a man that's very intellectual, but I do not refine certain zodiac animalistic humane conditions of wild emotions. I do not refine funny things like that. I'm a man of intellect, but I do not refine animalistic behavior. And then me being a man of intellect, I'm a man of real sacredcy in regard. I don't give a fuck about other individuals a certain type of way. Because I don't deal with the animal being. My children made that decision. I was there for the original reason of them being of the star. Now, if they change the form of shape, that I was acknowledged because of what happened during the Galactic War and the fall of other stars for the time being. So when I awake, I could be able to ordain them and pick them back up. It's only me that could do this. Nobody else. And I'm not doing it for nobody. I don't give a fuck what digital DJ you have, what voice. I'm the only one, RAlALANNe, that's going to do it physically in the physical reality, and the energy and the force and the light got to check to know if what decision I ever made, depending on what happens in physical life only when you see me lighting up like a star back in the sky, nothing else. I don't care what the situation is. Now, I'm going to just show you how real this is. Now, I'm about to go take a shower. When I clean my body also, listen, I have astrological structure, so you have people, and even space goes through this. You have people on a higher level of other spaces that's being cleansed and cleaned that's following their own regimen. They have to know this information that I'm even speaking on the phone. Now, when I go clean my body, same thing. Because if I'm cut or something happens, another person has to fulfill their rhythm to find out what's going on. And on top of it, then you have to have an individual that knows the difference of the reason of the real education, of the reason of one's intellect or regardment of the higher condition outside the atmosphere that has to regard the physical condition because the stupidity of individuals with their lower mentality, because you have points of enlightenment that's missing that they have to go check in the intricacies within their own habitation for their own social economics, for the survival of their being on their own plane. So when people are doing this, you have to regard the empresses of love. Now, I'm going to tell you just like this, and I said it on YouTube. I'm not going to be with Lovely. Another person says, why? Because Lovely knows that I'm here. My empress of the planet, of the triple crown planets, know that I'm here. And of the love, and my love empresses of the empress planets, of the earth empresses, know that I'm here. So they were supposed to come reside with me at a time and made sure that I was, how can I say, acknowledge a form of higher consciousness or mythology to re-strengthen the atmosphere for their human condition, for they wouldn't got sick and they wouldn't do nothing off. Now, if they go do something in the physical with somebody that's causing the death of the empress of love and the reason of your social economic education. Now, social also means solar system and also other obligation. Matter of fact, we don't got to speak about it. Now, be very careful doing these type of things, because once I made that decision, is because I viewed her, so she already knew even in a precise light frequency where I am. So another person trying to manipulate something is already wrong, and then on top of it, my wife Asia knows I'm here. So she can't say nothing about nothing. It's like, this is like a chick that's just having fun in life, and then she's just, how can I say this? She acting like shocked and surprised about it. Oh, for real? And then she's having fun, and on top of it, she's going through her own thing. So where's the refine? So if she's decided to be ignorant, now the person says, where's the Crown Empress Asia herself? Because nobody has the Crown Empress Asia, right? Who has it? So if I'm the one that has it, RAlPH and JR, not even the children have it. So what is that about? Well, because I'm her husband. It's not no funny physics. When I came back as individuals in Boogie Night, because providing the evidence in physics, when individuals took the AT&T, took the money out my account, so they went and put me negative. And then on top of it, I'm like, yo, when I'm going to humble my situation, I'm going to do it a certain type of way because of your ignorance and because individuals knowing the real elegance of the reason of the human condition for one's glory and one's social economic of equality and the reason of one's condition of the physical reality, knowing I'm the real love, majesty, the Magi love himself. So now, a person's wondering, why he said Magi? Because another person would say Jedi, I'm the Magi, love himself, the Magi, the one that conditions all beings when I want, whenever I want. For my emperor, I am Magi Chi. You know, I'm supposed to refine. Usually, I sing my song, I can't mess with Emperor Chi because they have to know you love me. You listen, let me tell you something. You see, when I'm refining, my humane condition is a difference for other individuals in the physical reality. Now, because individuals at a time is one chi energy. It's just like, you ever seen the Last Dragon with Leroy? When he was like, if you got to go, if you got to go, you got to know what things that you have to do before you let go. And then, you remember showing up, who are you? Then he was like, who are you? He was like, Leroy, and he started, and then Leroy had the golden glory. He started doing all type of stuff before, right? He's sitting there with individuals. He's sitting there with individuals like, yo, all type of stuff at a time, right? Like, all type of stuff. Another person looking and wondering, like, what the fuck? I think it's just like, yo, all type of stuff with an individual a certain type of way at the time, and the individual was wondering what's how real the situation is, right? I don't gotta tell you, it's just like my wife, Khalil, she comes and she says, yo, listen, my nigga, you get beyond slaps if you fuck with nice. And I'm the real nice. India himself. Khalil's a real husband. Khalil and my other wife's a real husband. We don't want to get into this situation. Now, I'm going to show you how real this situation is. Don't go because somebody's ignorance following their own regimen mad at certain astronauts. I'm the head of all points of all stars, or star clusters, or astrology, or constellations, and all sacred zodiacs. I'm the point and the man that made the original Space Force energy and something. Another person went, how did this happen? Listen, watch the Hercules cartoon. Hercules, no, in the Hercules Disney cartoon, listen, I put it in the Disney cartoon because individuals were dizzy at the time. I was wilding niggas up so much, they were dizzy. They were getting dizzy, like, they were dazed at the time. Oh my God, this nigga will knock me the fuck out. Go watch the Disney cartoon Allegory. Allegory is a form of high art of one's acknowledgement of one's physical or visual higher metaphysic reality. So go watch the Disney cartoon dealing with anatomy, alchemy, dealing with anatomy and high matter of enlightenment. I'm the real Ra, the real Osiris, the original Orion, Orion, also the Asian Listen, I'm the first go-get-it, kick-ass, take name, the original space bounty hunter. Listen, let me explain to you, okay? You go and go watch a Disney cartoon with Hercules. There was an episode I came down on this planet because Hercules was, oh, you don't know what it is. He kept saying, you don't know what it is to be a man. You don't know what it is to be a kid growing up in this society. I looked at him like, wow, how you gonna say that? And I put his regimen for Hercules was already wrong because I used to wonder if Hercules was trying to entrap me in this type of situation. Because I thought he was trying to do the Percy Jackson. Watch the cartoon episode. There was the forgetful pool, remember? All the gods went to sleep. Then you have movies like The Underworld. Watch all the documentaries I made on YouTube. You have other documentaries. You have other television, other movies like it's real educational called The Underworld, where individuals come to their awakening of their higher conscious and have to deal in physical reality. It's like coming to your spiritual guidance of your higher being of your consciousness. Now, a person would say, who am I? I'm what you were looking for in Revelations. You wanted Revelations to happen, right? Okay, now you got Revelations 2 and 3. Now, if we got to start down from the physics of education for the physical reality, before you start seeing certain things and wondering about my life, let me just educate you so you can know, so there's no excuse for your stupidity. So my life won't be in danger and I could be regarded in life. So, okay? All right. We're thinking about secure, safety first, international security. Watch the Omega Code. This is what it's about. The Omega Code, the movie, part 1, part 2, part 3. The Da Vinci Code, wonderful, because them individuals try to trap an atom before. Showing you at a point, atoms are real, and on top of it, read the Bible about atoms. Okay? So now, let me show you how real this is. Now, I'm Adam's dad. Okay? And I was hurt, and I came back a certain type of way in the physical reality. Okay? Good. Now, let me explain something. The miracle, Malachi chapter 3, the first verse. Not only you be looking, I'm the real Moses. The man that made the original covenant, the man that made the covenant for the empresses. The physical, another person would say Guinea, in Creole they will say Guinea, like the stars or your higher being, like angels they say, because it's points of enlightenment, because some people only know Guinea to be Nephilims, but there's higher calendars, and there's a level to the humane condition of the structure of the astrological empress when she forms her whole being. This is why individuals at a time learn the physical science about their humane condition and nervous system. Now, I'm gonna show you in the structure of your humane condition. Now, I'm gonna show you something else. Now, you also have star beings. Because your higher consciousness. You ever had somebody say, they called down a star being, they called down an étoile. They said, an étoile, is a celestial. Wa means a crown of regard. So one comes down like what's going on? Holy, it's like a holy enlightenment of consecration of one's higher being, of one's higher self. It's like being a god, but I'm beyond the god. I made the stars that's beyond God, that the gods reside in the earth. I be on outside of the earth, on a higher plateau than all the stars in all levels of space, or all colors. Now, let me explain something to you, right? Now, a person wonders about certain situations of the physical reality, right? I come down, and then individuals wonder, what is going on, certain type of... Look at the movie Scorpion King Part 3. Go online, type in Scorpion, let me see Scorpion King Part 3. The guy had the Book of the Dead. And he said, I summoned this, and the guys come to, I am, his eyes glowing and everything, and I just, no. Another person, it's not fake. You call it, matter of fact, man, don't worry about it. The Book of the Dead itself, in the light frequency, the eye of the Book of the Dead. Even the Book of Love, the eye of the Book of Love, would have to only view me in my eyes, and they would have to know the book has to return to me and somehow be brought to me until it's in my hands. And I know this, the book knows to acknowledge this. I have nothing else to say. It's just like, you see, I'm not going to go do funny things in life or funny type of ways. I'm just going to tell you the reality of what's going on. Now, if I'm literally educating you of your physics, even of your vocabulary in physics a certain way, because you might think the symbols stand for something, and then there's a higher language a certain type of way that's not. Matter of fact, I ain't going to tell you because a person's going to try to do something stupid or speak a certain type of way. And like I said, you better watch my YouTube documents because I already spoke about those type of situations. Something like that happens. Some people are being real serious. Listen, if you're not a point of acknowledgement, you're not supposed to know what's going on a certain type of way. And if you speak in something and the energy doesn't identify to be anything about that part, another person will be finished. I'm the real situation. I'm the, how can I say this? The original. Another person says, I'm the original. Original founder of physics. The I sees education. Another person stopped it right there while I was speaking because of something else they knew about. Listen, let me explain something to you. If I go take a shower, be careful of other individuals at a time that's following their regimen. Anyway, listen, I explained that already. Hercules. Watch the Hercules Disney cartoon, because I thought Hercules was trying to do the Percy Jackson. You ever seen the movie with the lightning with Percy Jackson when they were in Las Vegas and they were lost? They're like, yo, how long you been in Vegas? He's like, I've been here so long. And then Percy Jackson ended up in Las Vegas and he was looking around at people and they were all playing video games. Like, how long you been here? Yo, man, the other guy couldn't tell him how long you been there. Because he was a god that was lost at a time that did not return at a certain time. Because what? Somebody tried to steal his luck. And why? Because he was a falling being, and then whatever reason, he's going about his business a certain type of way. And he's just acknowledging this habitation of his life and enjoying. And then on top of it, then I'm waking up. Then remember, in the Disney cartoon with Hercules, oh, you never know what it is to be here on this earth. And you know something walking in grunt. And I'm like, I made your regimen, so I came down. Hermes knew that I came down here, and he said, what's going on? I said, well, you know, according to your astrological tree, that I'm your real emperor of all your existence, and the real magi even of your orbits. So I'm just gonna be real, and even of we don't want to speak about other altinities of existence, but you know I'm your real how can I say, you call me Magi, but call me Emperor here. You know, because I still amplify the physical condition. So call me Emperor, but I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, watch while I'm here, because I'm not gonna be a certain type of way for too long. So make sure my situation, and then continue. Then you have Jay-Z on television all day, the rapper, keys, 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 keys. Remember his song? Keys, 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 keys. Watch the Hercules cartoon. Somebody has my key. You know, when I was in China, in Chinatown in America, in New York, in Little Italy, you remember they put their little keys all over the place and stuff? And then I'm looking at individuals, when the day I was supposed to go open certain things, I found the key right there on 42nd Street on the corner, but they put it on the floor. Another person, you're dealing with a magi, and you put an element on the floor. You say, another person said, this is where the element belonged, was a part of the floor because the floor gave it to me. No. Because another person is too sacred for other individuals to be reflected on individuals a certain type of way. It doesn't need to be exposed to other people's ignorance at a time. I didn't pick up the key because it's supposed to be handed to me, because we know where it belongs to. And the person knows, but they're letting me know their situation is so critical because other individuals are going against consecration of their humane condition of their planet. So that means they're going after planets of purity, of the higher consciousness, of their protection and undoing. It's like a person trying to, this is what the seals were about in Revelation. If you break in the lands of consecration, you're breaking your seals of your natural existence that's causing a certain type of situation. Be careful of fucking or hurting your harmony of your physical reality, and then trying to subdue or trying to absorb somebody else or make somebody else uncomfortability in physical reality uncomfortable because one is residing to do the how can I say, trying to reside to do the wrong thing. So other people are viewing me in their eyes at a time, not saying nothing to people. So another person knows how real my situation is. Another person with an individual to go in nanotechnology and do something like that. I override nanotechnology. Listen, guys. The reason of my face on the pyramid, remember my face Ra on the lion? It was because, you ever seen Voltron? I am the head of pre-prime trans. You know, a person said, pre-prime, the head of the Transformers, who Optimus Prime was looking for. You know, I solved his crime when they tried to murder him, you know. They tried to headbust the pyramid. They tried to break into a layer of the pyramids and they weren't supposed to go into. You ever watch the movie Transformers when they went to the pyramids and they broke through the wall? Then they tried to kill all the Transformers right then and there. There was a calendar called Pre-Prime Trans that is advanced in the physical reality. I'm a man that naturally does the high points of existence of mythology for one's existence. I don't got to tell you what goes on in a physical reality a certain type of way. I am naturally the grain solvent general. The how can I say this? The EG or the how could you say this? The EGIO of all martial arts temples. Sovereign Magi. The EGIO of all martial arts temples, Sovereign Magi, me, RAlPH. Now, I'm just going to say just like this, if an individual is wondering, EGIOV, Sovereign Magi, if you want to be critical, right? And that's only for certain particular people and nothing else. Another person will try to do something, another person's going to know, and then they're going to be, okay. Now, this is why I told you, be careful, because you have other people, watch Omega Code, 1, 2, and 3, Da Vinci Code. Listen, let me explain something to you. Certain education was supposed to be for certain people, something ever forgot. Somebody ever forgot, for they could be able to be okay because they know what themselves. Another person, if you're not how can I say it? If you're not destined to achieve a certain type of reality, other people, I'm destined for my reality because I'm the real. I explained everything to you already. Another person, be careful. You don't want to end up into the anti. Another person says, what are you talking about? You're going to have to enter an individual a certain way, a next individual to know. I already provided the evidence. That's why I'm already known. The energy force already knows how real my situation is. Another person has to enter because they gotta provide the evidence, and this is why I ended up in situations because other individuals when I was the best time in the league. I had to literally, another person entered, got hurt, had to come find the person. Another person says, who else are you? I entered before, and then you said, what happened? I had to end up finding situations. Who came? Another person said, well, I'm the beginning point of all physics, of all physical reality. So every signature is all me. I'm the beginning point of that guides the Empress. Of the original Empress is always because I'm the real husband. And then my children, secondary, not secondary, third, or a person will say third, not even third, I would say, how would I say this? There's a level of certain orders a certain type of way. I don't want to tell them the exact numeral frequency. So, they're like the fourth of certain type of way. And there's a reason why I'm saying because the fourth represents the graph of reality. They'll never be able, they'll have to know their own placement according to their being. So, they're like the fourth of the physical reality. And if you're dealing with light, since everybody's favorite era, because another person said, why era was named era? Because at the time when I was Abbott White, I loved a certain one of my wives a certain type of way, and I made the calendar of era. She was like, yo, marry and make another calendar. And I made another calendar. And then I continued because I made all the other calendars before. So she told me to continue making a calendar. And why? Because I honored her. And when I was hurt, when they were trying to find her weak point, and they were trying to murder, I was already there. And then on top of it, I conquered that situation even for my own continuance of my own life. And then I kept it moving. But as I made, era, because era is supposed to know I am the literal Abbott White. Other individuals, even of the Shaolin, supposed to know what's going on. individuals of other majesties and emperors of higher temples of acknowledgement know what's going on. Even your ninja galaxy knows I'm their magi in everything I said on all social economics graphs. RAlPH ATITude. How I know? Listen, I just told you I'm the magi of the ninja galaxy, right? Another person said he is the one who comes and says, oh, what you think you know? Ah. The reasons of revelation. The bright and morning star. The real Ra. How you doing? I'm the real Osiris. Not the continuous, the original one that made the continuous. Now, let me explain something to other individuals. Be careful about certain things about me. And another person says, what are you speaking about? Another person reading, yo, listen, don't be swiping at niggas and trying to cut from them hearing certain things. And trying to cut, because another person's targeting another person in the physical reality. And the physics of the energy has to already honor me because I already conquered the situation for its own survival of the energy itself. So it wouldn't even hurt itself. So the energy that's trying to hunt me down to trying to find out how to get to me, it better check its own reason of existence, because the only reason why it even has a form of energy, because I'm the force, so the form of energy for it to exist, for it not to hurt itself, it gotta know its precise physics who to go after besides me. Because like I told you, listen to my YouTube. Listen to my YouTube. The video when I was telling you about Sparta, when I was Leonidas, and individuals doing martial arts. You know, if you're training your humane condition of your habitation, dealing with force, you gotta know you have to repel certain things a certain type of way in an order. That means you can't be out of order once one goes a higher consciousness. One has to be precise in their keen reality of their sense to know for certain things not to happen to them. So they have to follow a regimen for their own being for them to be safe. A person says, "How real are what you think?" Listen, I'm on. Let me show you. I'm surpassed what I'm telling you. Listen. I'm not even, listen, don't worry about me. I'm already nice. And the floor as well. So I'm already nice. Be very careful. Let me explain something to you. Right? In the Hercules cartoon, Hercules knew I was going to be on the earth because what? Hercules did what? He hit his head on a mountain, almost causing to be in a coma. Then on top of it, I'm like, damn, Hercules is going to have to remember who he is. I'm going to have to conquer the situation. I'm watching me and my wife talk, and I already did it. I'm not doing certain things again. That's it. So now me being here, fulfilling 2 days of a certain type of way, and 2 days to me could be a couple seconds. 2 days could be more than 1 billion or 1,000 years for another individual, or 1 million years. Another person, or 1,000. Listen, you don't know how real my situation is. I've been around, going back and forth all over the place. This is why I'm a star being, going back and forth all over the place, dealing with situations. I am Icedromeda, the one that made the ice galaxy. I'm faster than all the individuals in the ice galaxy. So listen, my brother, I don't even have to tell you about the regard me. I don't, Ice Scorpion, regard me, Ninja Scorpion, Invisible Ninja. Yo, listen, man. They have to come find me. Then, when the Empress, okay, something's going on with them. Okay, great. You get their ass bust right now. Good for you, good for you. Don't fuck around with my account like that. Now, let me tell you how real this is, right? Now, another individual at a time is wondering about certain things. Them individuals cause their own event in the physical reality. This is why I said go check the TrPllovelY. Because I see she was doing things, and I don't know if, people are thinking about their finances when it comes to their family and what they did to the Empress, and then they're scared about certain things. Yo, listen, if you wasn't really, like I said, like your individuals of dark matter said, you bowed it, you bowed it. If you bowed it, then you bowed it, right? You're a gangster, right? Some of y'all gangsters out there, right? Over drug, selling the reason of your sacredcy down to your foundation, stupid niggas. So you have to be a gangster. Yo, listen, some of you have to be gangsters because I need to know that you're gangsters when you get fucked up by real stars. Real stars come down and fuck you up and disappoint you for doing the wrong thing. Niggas that listen, beings who position themselves just to wait to whoop your ass at a time. Love one.